welcome to a TV Coach Co-Web exclusive. Alan Corkum alongside Prash Naikwadi. We just witnessed the Georgetown Raiders defeat the Buffalo Junior Sabres 3-0 to win their OJHL Southwest Conference quarterfinal in 7 games. It wasn't easy for the Raiders, Prash, but they got the job done.
The Raiders really did rise to the occasion here in Game 7. You know, they didn't think this series was going to go 7 games, but as Coach Greg Walters said, he said, we're not playing them like an 8th place team. We got to play them like they're just like any other tough competitor. Here's a look at the goals. Scott Emerson backhands it in front of the net, goes off the skate of the Sabres defenseman, finds its way back in, and then John Adams, great pass to Anthony Mara, and he goes through the legs of Connell. That was 2-0, and then finally, in the third period with the net empty, the Sabres pressing, Anthony Mara, you'll see the shot, will find its way on that empty net to close the deal for the Raiders.
The Raiders have balanced some adversity in the series. Many people thought it was going to be maybe a sweet 5 games, but the Sabres gave it all they had and gave the Raiders 2-0. Maybe this is what the Raiders need for their playoff push.
You know, I think this was great for the Raiders to have this tough first-round series. There are a lot of lessons learned, and they're not going to take any opponent very lightly from this point on. They learned a lot about their power play. They learned a lot about their penalty kill, how well it did, maybe how well it didn't do in certain cases. And they learned to play well, even strength in this game. There was nothing on the power play. The Sabres were 0 for 5 and Georgetown was 0 for 4. So a very fitting end that this game was won, team against team at even strength.
Now we're still waiting to see who Georgetown will play in the second round. It's either going to be Orangeville, North York, or the Toronto Junior Canadians.
Yes, I mean, we just found out that Oakville has forced a 7th game against the Orangeville Flyers. Depending on that, if Orangeville wins, it will be Orangeville against the Raiders. And if not, then we still have to see what happens with the Toronto Junior Canadiens and the North York Rangers. So a couple, teams that are in the mix. And as Greg Walters said, he said, we don't care who's coming up next. We have to play the best. We have to get through the best regardless. So it doesn't matter to us. We'll be ready either way.
And the big guns came up and played their best for Georgetown in this series. They were the stars.
Alan, for me, hands down, I would say the top 3 stars. Here's a look at Anthony Marr, and I would say he would be star number 1. He put up 10 points in 7 games in this series, 6 goals and 4 assists, had 2 tonight. Here's another play where Mara got it over to Haladin. Haladin was stopped, and I would say Haladin would be the 2nd star of this series. He put up 4 goals, 4 assists. And then, of course, we cannot forget who was in goal tonight for the shutout, Jack LaFontaine. Tremendous performance by the Raiders netminder.
So Prash will have to wait to see the Raiders' second round opponent. For Prash Naikwadi, I'm Alan Corkum. This has been a TV Coach Co web exclusive.